Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Age of Fear 3 of Legends with me, Cornish-Knight. Now, the reason that this episode is slightly shorter than usual is because the Windows update has been messing with all my recording settings, so I was just being careful to make sure that I didn't record too long a video. Right. In we go. Right. That seems okay. Everything seems to be working fine. You can never tell with Windows 10 updates, they're always so unpredictable. But our battle plan, as such, get the weed. Well, get the murder bramble as it is. Just stay out of its range. The units will go down here and try and get that. I'm taking a risk using the dryad in this way because he's very squidgy and not much health. Thankfully she can heal herself, which is a boon. Otherwise we'd be in real trouble. We'll send the dryad down the bottom. I'm sorry, the dryad down the bottom as well. Maybe we can use his enslave ability to get someone. Interestingly enough, I've been experimenting with it in a couple of battles. Because what I basically do is I look at the stats after I finish recording, try and figure out combinations, and by all accounts, if we capture an enemy using enslaved, we get all the equipment that's on them, so we don't have to have steel. If there's a unit that has a particular item we want, we just have to enslave them and we'll get the item in question. Of course, it can only be used once, but even so, that would be useful. Right, send the Mandrake group up here. The developers agreed with me about the minus 50 XP every time you bring the Mandrake back, so that's disappeared, which is very nice. Makes them a lot more economic to use. That's a nice hit. Gave that one a flesh wound as well. Lot of poison units here, but we can do it now like this. Control plant. Take control of the swamp willow. Now it's on our side, and we can beat the living snot out of these guys. Break him. Break him. These guys take a hit. We almost killed him. No, not too bad. Mandrake can run down here. Just out of range. Oh well. But if we wanted to... Actually, that's an elder shroom, isn't it? Yeah, it's an elder shroom. So if we can capture it, we'll have a relatively good range unit. So, the question is, we want to basically figure out at which point do we give up on using the mutated ivy, because they're not bad units, but the problem that they have is that they're relatively close range support, which is that they have to be not too far behind the front line. Okay, that hurt. And they're poisoned. When all this is over, we could, together, Balva mutters. Together what? Says Nari. Forget it. I was just, yeah. Sorry, it's like, you have to understand this isn't me like skipping audio text. Damn, that's nasty damage. It's literally Windows messing with my recordings. I have to go and fiddle with OBS's settings again. Right. She's almost dead, which is not good, so we have to heal her. We could just use a healing potion, but that may not cut it. She may have to use heal herself.
Try and catch me.
And we just have to hope that we don't lose anybody. Right, kill off that one. Ah, we missed. Really? That's not good. Killed that one. He's just in range. There we go, that one's dead. We probably should push this way, trying to take their attention off the dryad. It's not going to work, the enemy AI isn't stupid. Right, let's go and beat on him. Next turn we can use enslavement and capture him. I want to try and get 2 of them, because if I can get in close enough range, we can use the control plant ability from the dryad to capture another elder shroom. So we'll have 2 units that can do poison damage, which isn't bad. Dagnabbit. Missed. Fortunate. Fortunate. That could have been game over right there. Man, I was so lucky that her defense is so low. She should be dead by all rights.
Say, is that yours?
Right, so she's back up. Killed that one off. These guys really are not giving up, are they? Move that one up here. Missed. Really? Move him up. Move. This is the problem, see, you have to move these guys relatively close to the enemy to get them firing off. I mean, you can chuck them into melee, but their melee skill isn't fantastic. Right, move them up here. Punch that one. And we don't know how we gouged out the mushroom's eye. Maybe it's got like a nice stalk or something. Right, enslave that one. As you see, we get the stuff that's on it when we enslave it, which is always useful. Oh, come on. That almost killed off that sapling, which would have been nasty. We could move there. I just had to use a healing potion. Just out of range. Healing potion it is. I mean, it won't get rid of her poison effect, but it should give us a bit more time. Missed. Great. Give him some poison. Move up. Punch him in the face. Killed that one off, which is excellent. Killed that one off, which is excellent. So, we'll leave the Elder Shroom down there because it's a reliability. We'll give it a solid this one. We don't need it intact, we just want it to have morale penalties. Okay, it can't attack, that sucks. I was hoping that we could move it about a little bit. That's nasty. We might lose that sapling at the top. And she's poisoned again. And she's almost dead. And they didn't attack the sapling, instead they went for the other sapling. Okay, that's weird. I'm being really risky with this plague, but I want to try and capture this other Elder Shroom also because it's got an artifact on it. So we'll heal that one. Shoot this one in the back a bit. You can see what I mean, these guys have really short range attacks, so it's probably better that we switch out for this room sooner rather than later. Right. The only benefit that the mutated ivy has is that it regenerates itself. Right, so they may target the sapling next turn. Nope, they're going to shoot her. Right, that's not great. We need to kill off... Yeah, we need to kill off the last mushroom this turn, otherwise he's going to be in a bit of trouble. So we have that one under our control, and we'll beat on this one. Broke, but it can't flee anywhere. That was a lucky 40% hit, to be honest. Right, there we go. There comes the Mandrake root back, we won the battle. We'll end turn and we'll go and grab the loot in that treasure box. After she's healed herself up, just in case something else nasty turns up. You can never be too careful with this game. Right, crack that open. And what did we get? Gold bar, dwarf sealed. That was it? Oh, okay, I thought I had a bit more. There must have been a bit, there was gold in there as well. Is there anything else? Anything that I can't see? Nope. I mean, it could be worse. We've got 2 elder mushrooms, which are really good. They're nice range units.
I've received another message from my spies. Unfortunately, it makes no mention of the mushroom men that make their home in the swamp. Either they're all dead and under the mud, or they've moved on. Based on the pattern of desperate behavior we've seen from monsters, I'm concerned that it's the former. Most of the letter alludes to other things, but the letter did make note of a side path that no scout was willing to go down. It was described as a narrow trail smeared with blood and the foul stench of death. I can't help but wonder whether the beasts have followed that trail.
Well, this is going to be fun. Right, so 2 places open up, and the main story mission. Okay, we can do this without issue. He's got all his stuff done up. Right, there we go. What do we want to get? Dispel magic would be useful. Nature's wisdom. Do I want to get at this level? I mean, it would be useful to get at this level. Yeah, gotta get it. Because we get our XP cost back as well. Can't get elite yet. We'll get intelligence. And we'll get dispel. Fairly good investment. Do we want to do consume corpse with them? It is a useful ability to have. I don't know why the windows are popping up afterwards, because it wasn't happening when I was playing. It may just be desyncing with the video from the game because of the Windows update. Which would be annoying if it is. I might have to try and update some stuff. Upgrade this guy. Upgrade this one. They're more useful now because they can get this done without having the minus 50 XP cost. Right, so we need 400 XP to get these guys to Ents. Ooh, these guys are nice. They can regrow as well, which would make them extra tough. He needs to have his head patched up. I might dump just the basic IVs. Swamp IVs, I might just dump them. Or use them as cannon fodder or something. If there's a battle where all our people fight, which is potentially true, then I would rather have them as cannon fodder just to chuck in people's way. Right, do we have any items we want to use? Nope. Not really. Now we've got the Goldman's Amulet. Transmute isn't too bad an ability. I'm sorry if you're having problems like not reading descriptions for the items. I have to hover over them longer. Something seems to be making them desync in the video from what actually happens in game. I will sell that. Still waiting for that blinking mermaid to turn up. I mean, he hasn't got an amulet on him, has he? I don't think he has. We could give him... Why can't we give him the Goldman's amulet? Why is that? Is it because it's... Oh, that's why. I remember now. You can't see it because the image is desyncing from the text, but basically the Goldman's amulet is linked to it. You can't wear it if you're evil, which I find rather ironic, since it's basically a banker's amulet. It's like, if there's one thing you should be able to do as an evil person is make lots of money.
Lord Aziel is away, but the show must go on. Bloodthirsty dwarves are always eager to see fresh gore hit the arena floor. I never really understood why dwarven folk are so violent and sadistic. But gold is gold. It's not my business to ask unnecessary questions. Word among the city guard is the dryad's been seen wandering near the pits. I didn't think him to be that stupid, but these beasts are unpredictable. No sightings of the dryad so far.
Don't think this is a good idea. What? They won't know we're here, but Balver, the Dwarves Lord, isn't at home. Besides, just a couple of fights and we'll be on our way. A few challenges await Balver, and the arena fights are getting progressively harder. Announcers, he's back. Balver the Dreadful is back, roars the dwarf. This monstrosity returns to his own free will. We don't know, and we won't ask. But now the freak's trapped down here with these two troll brutes. Right. I might just have to update OBS. Maybe that'll fix the problem. So I don't know why it's desyncing. Right, as we was going to say, we are going to try and capture one of these trolls because they will be useful. But to do that, we're going to have to play smart because they're going to regen health every turn.
On your mind, I like it.
Balver, not nice. Right, yeah, sorry, you're going to have to pause to see it at the moment because I don't know why the hell it's desyncing. Right, so we're going to hit those guys. Every hit has to count in this because otherwise they'll regen our damage. And we don't regen, so we'll be at a disadvantage. Right, that one. Come on, we just need one more hit. There we go.
Excellent.
So we got one of the trolls. Excellent. We only can use it once per battle though, so let's just hope we can keep this troll alive. Punch on this one. There we go. Excellent. Come on. Kill it. Kill it with fire. Rightio, there we go. Gained 100 gold, and there's more missions available in the arena. Though, it's probably going to be a nasty fight. Do you want to go we'll do the side mission first.
There's a rumor that somewhere deep in the swamp rests an altar of necromancy. Apparently, it hides some relic that grants unlife to the dead. In return, the resurrected offer protection to the altar. If our fleeing beasts got hold of that relic, they wouldn't merely have the ability to charm any creature they meet, but also the power to animate and enslave the fallen. Unlikely, though. If they've found the altar, I'm certain they'll be dead or dying by now.
Oh, this is pleasant. Right, come on. Balver is that. A shrine of the dead we should turn back. Shrines mean two things, cultists or murder or artifacts. Right, okay. Do we want to pick up? We'll pick up steel for him since we can only use the enslave ability once, and hopefully we can get some use out of it. I mean, it's not a bad ability, but I just don't find it useful. It's better on harder difficulties, to be in truth. Upgrade the troll, and let me guess, why is everybody's morale through the floor? I've just noticed. Oh, I didn't just notice. I noticed it in game, but at this point, why is everybody's morale through the floor is the question. My money is because I don't like working with the orc. Is that true? Regretful. Yeah, it's probably because of the troll. Or is it because we're in an area that's got some kind of terror-causing effect? That might be it. That's not a good idea. That's not a good thing if it is. This is one of the reasons I don't use the enslave ability so much, is that a lot of the monsters don't like working with creatures from other factions. Like, for example, undead in a living army will cause morale issues. I'm taking it that greenskins in a dryad faction cause morale issues. I think the only faction where you can get away with it is something like it will probably be something like the dwarves and humans. That could be interesting. Right, so we got everybody sort of set up. Let's just hope. I'm not super confident, but the low morale was not something that I was counting on going into this battle, so it could get a bit dicey. Mortals, intruders. Join us, mortals, live forever, cackles the skeleton archer. Come on. No, leave my master alone, dear mother, the undead Balva. No choice now, we have to cut our way through to the shrine. Right, this is going to be fun. What are we looking at? Mostly skeletons, a couple of banshees, and the altar which has a hit bar. That's not good. The altar of undead, an evil spirit possessed soul to allowing it to... Okay, I can see the rest of that in the game. I don't know why that's not here. Basically, it means it allows you to like resurrect the dead in exchange for protecting it. There we go. Allowing it to raise the dead, the servants, blah blah blah, long forgotten shrine affects us, the surroundings of terror and condemns the dead to care for it. This is going to be fun. It's got life drain as well, which sucks. But I do have a plan. I'm going to grab this swamp willow around here, which will cover our flank, and then we'll push her up to that mana crystal, that blue crystal you can see on the rock. Once we have her there, we'll be able to use fireball from a distance and pretty much beat the living daylights out of these things, because they're going to be regenerating the undead, so we have to have enough damage per turn to put them in the ground, which fireball will do for us. But in the meantime, we need to buy ourselves some breathing room, because they're going to be popping the undead up all over the place. It's probably going to be zombies. I mean, you can't raise skeletons. Actually, there's a skeleton pile there. Then it might be a bone golem or something coming up, which would be really nasty. If that's the case, I'll probably want to try and shift my defending units around so we have the Ents blocking the mana crystal for as long as we can to get the dryad up to it. It's going to take us, what, 2 turns? Yeah, looks like it. 2 turns. 1 to grab the swamp willow, and another turn to get into position, so it's going to be fun. So that banshee is not going to give us much breathing room. But that's going to be it for this moment in time, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, I apologise for the sort of slightly distortedness of the recording. It was the Windows update, and I'm just going to try and have to get around to fixing it. That's why the episode is ending early. If you've liked, please press the like button. If you wish to subscribe, please press the subscription button. You can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Steam, or you can leave a comment in the comment section and I'll get back in contact with you. This has been Age of Fear-Free, The Legends. I've been Cornish-Knight, and I shall see you all next time. Goodbye, folks.